each point. Okay? Well, let's say you're holding on. Okay, so like this, who's at a better position? Depends. Depends on what. We're both stretched out. No, right now. Right at the
I would say I do.
You do. Yes, exactly. That's true. Because as a strength lever, you have
the longer extension.
exactly. You have the longer extension, right? So if I hold it here, you have much more power over me. Right? So if I hold it here and I need to transmutate this lever into my lever, I have to. Oh, now what's happening? This is the pivot point now, right? That is the point that I'm trying to move. Right? This is the pivot, and this is becoming a very heavy lever.
Right.
Right? A very large lever. So instead of us going into tug of war, right? Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Let me see. So if you're on the outside, I'm on the inside.
Yeah. Whoa. Stop. Look at the pivot point. Oh.
No, no.
This side. Oh. Using that, or you can go the opposite way. Remember? It's the same. You can go either way. You can go either way. Okay? So if you have it here, you move me this way, you can go, oh, pull it in. Pull yours,
Oh, I see. Okay, I see.
okay?
Pull it in.
Or, like you did it, this way, it's still a lever.
Right. Bam, bam. Okay.
See? You can go this way or this way. As soon as I go this way, and you're still in the middle, you stand in the middle, because you're shifting yourself too.
Right.
The whole thing. Move your feet.
Right.
Oh, you're in first gear.
Right.
Wait, where am I?
You're at 6 gears.
Now look at this as a lever.
Right.
Choose a pivot point on your side.
Yeah. Okay.
Choose another pivot point. Let's say you push me this way. Hold on. We're the
Same.
same.
This one here. I use
Same.
Right. Okay.
Same. Good. You move me up. Oh, okay. Now I'm out. Right.
Right.
Choose a pivot point.
Just use this one.
Okay. Hold on.
Not gonna work.
Okay.
So if I use
Use a pivot point.
this one, I go the other way.
Go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. What if you just took one step back? What would you be able to do that? Okay. What you wasn't? Yeah. I'm wondering, you know how you do the wrists? When you did the wrists? What if you one step back, sit down and make the wrist thing? Would that work? I guess it would. Let's see that. I like that. I can see him better now. Just drop down one. We just dropped down one too. 6 points. Drop down one. Push it back. Do that too. Up. Be strong on the head with the rudder.
How about
What's
if you
your
go
surprise?
up and
Inside goes.
take a step? No, take a step forward.
Oh.
We're going up. So, like that. Hold on.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So, from your perspective, right? If I go up, so it's up, but I already have this lever. Okay. Now, what happens when you run out of lever?
You have to create.
I
your
go
own.
here, let's say, right?
Right.
I went ahead and moved, right?
Right.
You're over here. I want to push you this way, right? I don't have enough lever.
Right.
Okay, so for this point, I can take it in another place.
Okay.
I can shorten more power at that point, but I shorten it. In other words, like this. If I got you down, right, I can use this lever as a long lever,
Right. Right.
or what if I can't reach it? What if I'm standing over here?
Right.
This would be a little bit too far. I can go ahead and make it shorter.
Okay.
Make it
What
shorter.
matter if it's still-
What if I go up like this? Right? At some point,
Right.
I can't reach it. Right? So what happens is I shorten it.
Right. Okay. What matter if
You
it's
use more power, but
Right.
you're using third gear. It's not that you're always in sixth or first. There's other ones in between.
Right.
It's just the closer to first you get in strength, the more power you have. But you can't always be in first. You might have to move it to third, and in that sense, you're using more energy, but it's still compatible.
Makes sense.
So it's not you're always in first or sixth. You're fluctuating.
Depends where you need it. Depends where you need
So if I can't reach it over here, right, I should shift over here. Right. Yeah.
it. You can't climb the hill. The friendly gear that works.
So in this sense, if I can't reach over here, maybe I bring you down instead.
Right.
Okay. Or by the leg. Or by the leg. Right? So if I can't reach over here, maybe I bring you down. Now I can reach. Right? Or shoulder. Or shoulder. Right. So same thing again. If I can't reach over here, now I bring you down. Or let's say if I can't reach from here, maybe I have to get closer. Right? Now I can reach, but I can't reach over here. So now I either have to get closer or to take a shorter leg.
Right.
Or use your legs. Or use a different place.
Doesn't matter if it's a stick.
Doesn't matter if it's a stick. No. Remember what we were doing with a knife?
Mm-hmm.
You're attacking me with a stick, right? One hand. So you're attacking me with a stick, right? You want to hit me? You want to hit me, right? Like this. So what happens? If I go here? Same one as with a knife, right? What happens if you're attacking me? Say, wait a minute. What happens if you're attacking me? Hold up. Okay. And if I go ahead and change direction, change trajectory. So what's happening here is this, right? You're hitting me, and I go ahead and change direction. So if I'm going here, change direction. Oh, I got it. See? So I'm going through your head, and now it's oop. So if I have it here, and I'm going to hit you, who got hit? You, right? So if I'm hitting here, oh, oof. So same way with the pivot. Remember what happened here? I mean, really, let's analyze it. Okay? What happened here? You have 2 points, right? Just one hand, 2 points. 1 point here, another point here. What did I do by holding it here?
Change it into a speed level.
Into a speed level. I changed it into a longer
A
speed.
longer speed level.
So I have more power at
And
this
you
point
took it
than
and
you
you created it or making
I created a new pivot point, making it mine, right? So as it's going around, this no longer becomes 2, but becomes 1. And then this, as a zipper, what does it do? It just, because of the massive weight all the way to the end and velocity, it just downzips, right? So in the same light, if it's going this way, right? So it's going either way, whichever way, right? Left to right. That's right. So as I'm going here, another point got created. Oh. As I'm going here, another point got created. point, you just have to be right now, not so much control, right? Well, if I'm hitting here, where's the most rotational speed? That's it. Okay. At the very end. Where's the least speed?
Right in the middle.
Velocity is right here, right? So this would be less speed than this end. Why? Because this is the shorter end. Its movement is not as, right, as, it's not covering as much territory, okay, if you will. So mass on this end is not existent, or very little. Because the closer I get to the middle, the more even it becomes, right? But the closer I am to this end, the more mass is on this side. Right? So as it's gaining momentum, this one has absolutely no mass. It's zero, roughly, or manageable. So it's whoop.
For some reason, show me where you go to the right. No, no copy.
So if I'm going this way,
Yeah, okay. we just-
I went to the right. Yeah, I went to the right. Okay. If I want to go to the left, if I want to go to the left, I need to step to the left as well. Because if I don't, what happens? If I don't, and I go to the left, I get it on the
Let me see what I was doing.
Yeah. left.
I'm trying to move to the right. So let's step right here.
You need to move your, you need to move yourself.
Move myself. Okay.
Do it again. So if I'm going this way, right, I'm moving away. The shoes, remember the shoes? Right. Really, anything. You want to go ahead and get out of that line of attack. Okay? Right. So as you're hitting me, and I'm going this way, right? Go ahead. If you're hitting me and I decided to go this way, this is the prevailing motion because I made the step this way. Right? Go ahead and do it again. If I'm going this way, hold it a little bit better. If I'm going this way, right, the prevailing motion is this way. All right? So at this point, I might need to move it. I might need to move it again to the middle. I might need to move it all the way to the end. I might need to go back with it. I might need to go back with it. Because I love it. See?
Okay.
Do it this way from the whole. Is it making sense though?
Much.
Okay.
Very much.
So what happened here?
I lost the lever you created. You the pivot point halfway.
See, as I'm going down with it, what happens? Move your arm this way. Good. This way. Now move it back. Which one is quicker? Okay. Back. Okay. So when you're hitting me, I'm going ahead coming out to meet you, and then I'm moving it back. And as I'm sticking to it during the whole process, I'm able to guide and control it through nerve endings rather than visual because I might not be able to see it. Right? So what's happening here is as I'm guiding it, I'm creating another pivot point and leaving that mass still on. If you pass me, all of this energy as you're hitting me, which is then going to go boom, hit here, it's still rotating, it hits here, it's still rotating, it hits here, it's still rotating, it hits here, and here's where it stops. Here's where, boom, now it stopped. Right? Now somebody needs to give it some impulse, get it going again. Right?
Right.
So initially, if it was a shovel or if it's a stick, somebody has to give an object some energy, right?
Right.
So if I don't let that energy go, right, I can still manipulate it, like hold it here, like you're hitting, right? I can still manipulate it in such a way as to have it keep going without actually stopping until I run out of energy and then I have to whoop, add a little bit more to it. But initially, like if I'm hitting, feel how the energy is actually moving. You feel that energy still? As it's coming in,
Still going.
it's still going. Now you let it go that way.
Right.
But you could have let it go back my way,
Stepping in.
right? By stepping in.
Right.
Now you let it go my way here, and it's still rotating. Here. Well, you had it written out. You lost the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost it big time because you went.
Okay.
You started it over with yours.
Started it.
Right, because in this case, I'm not using any power whatsoever. It's still your energy that's still moving and moving and moving and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. It's your energy. All I'm doing is just guiding it.
Okay.
Like, okay, I need it to go this way. Now, as it's hitting, that energy comes right back into it. Right?
Right.
This is going
Redirecting.
redirecting. Oh, now it came back this way.
That makes sense.
So in this case, I can keep hitting you.
Charging the weapon with their energy before you getting back to you.
Exactly, from the impact. So even from the, if you absorb that energy, ooh, oh, oof, 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 oof. Yeah? Is that making sense
Makes a
now?
lot of sense. You don't want to stop the flow because then you use your
Well,
own.
then you have to use your own. Other people's energy.
They don't
I should
deserve
say that point.
They don't
Other
deserve to
people's
suck
money,
my
right?
energy out. Right, yeah. Other people's money.
OPM, help with it. Other people's money.
Right, so.
Like you're diving right into. In this case, same way. Creating another pivot point. As it's going this way, you're diving into it. And I'm not, as you can see, I'm not,
Right.
no.
Your arm up.
I'm trying, if I try and grab it all the way at the end as it's moving with my hand,
No, I ain't gonna have you.
you might just hit me right on my finger and I'm like, right?
Right.
So in this case, it's slowly and I'm moving right along with it. Right? See, I'm moving that way. First, when you're hitting me, I'm taking a step this way. And then I'm moving right along with it.
Right.
Creating another pivot point as we're still moving right with it. And the stick is still moving and hitting. Try the other ones too first. Okay. So same way as I'm coming in this way, I'm moving with it. Okay. It created another pivot point. It's all the same.
Right.
If you see, it's the same.
All the same.
Variation from here to here. Well, right?
Right.
It's the same variation from me doing this. Dive in here. Oh, it's the same thing. Right? From me doing this thing right here, right, where I'm dodging it, catching it. Oh, it's the same thing.
The one arm, right?
Yeah, where what you're doing here is basically, remember what I said about this speed is greater, right? So what I'm doing is I'm equalizing our speeds.
Right. Okay. So you're catching up to it and redirecting it
Mm-hmm.
without adding to it.
Well, I can't.
Well, you
in this
can
case.
if you want.
Now, for instance, if we're going here, right, and I go boom,
Right.
now you're losing control of it,
Right. Bam. Like
Right.
a chain.
like the chain.
Right.
Or like if the stick is way too heavy,
Right.
for instance, if you're hitting me from the top, right, I go and let it go. You get hit in the shin like this. Too much speed. What happens when you go, see, this is manageable speed, right? This speed is manageable. You can work it. You can hit with it. This is manageable, right? Move back a little bit. This right here is basically what you could call unmanageable speed.
Right.
Is it good to be super fast? If it's not manageable, then it's not effective, right? So at some point, let's say I can do this, for instance, right? For me, this is manageable to the point of spinning. But for me to attack with it at these speeds, it's impossible.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is keeping you away, like this, right? Until somebody comes up from behind and
Throw something at you.
or throw something
You're
at.
just buying
No,
time.
I can't control it enough in the speed to hit something as it's flying through the air at me, right?
Right.
So as I'm going this way, and the spinning motion's going back this way, or this, boom, I get hit in the head. Right here, this thing goes, boom,
Show's over.
shows over, right? So it has to be manageable. If it's not manageable, it's not worth doing. So there's too slow, like if you're doing it way too slow and you're trying to hit me from here way too slow, right? Well, for me, obviously, look, right, on the ears, yeah. Or if you're doing it too fast, you know, for me again, look, and you're still moving in that general direction. Now you have very little control at that point, right?
Right.
A little bit of a push to you, and you're over. Like here, go ahead and hold on. Go ahead and swing like this. That's that. Hold on, let's move this way so if when the dust flies, it flies over there. Okay, swing hard. Okay, swing harder. Okay, swing harder. Lost control?
Yeah. You're
Too
fall
much.
down.
Oh, wait a second.
Lose your balance, your direction, you know where you're at.
Too much. It's out of my control. If that wasn't the case, we'd be able to have a baseball guy, you know, boom, and you just.
Right.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Not yet.
Or you're going to have an airplane go, you jump up and you catch it. You know, huh? Right? So at some point, it becomes too fast for these robotic bodies, for these bio robots. It's just we're meant to work at a certain speed. Once you exceed it, it's too much. You can practice on having higher speeds, but in order for you to have those higher speeds, you have to know what you're doing at lower speeds.
Right.
And then you increase the amplitude.
Otherwise, you know what you do. There's no muscle memory to get you to that point. It's just, yeah, you're gonna lose your way.
So this is what Dima does not touch.
Yeah, no.
But you see, he's effective.
Right. Very.
Good. So, different perspective. I just happen to think that this way teaches me faster. And I say, too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Too fast, and muscle memory is not there yet. Алло, вот меня тренируешь. Давай потом. И пока. All right. Jim, if you're running the class, you got to tell me, Mike. Shut up.
Okay.
Be blatant. I understand blatant. You know, when I was in school, a teacher would say, "Go to detention," or when a teacher would go,
Right.
"I understand.
Now you got it.
I got it now."
No worries. I'll tell you. I need to learn how to teach first.
That's fine.
I'm gonna watch a lot of
I
this.
didn't hit you.
I don't feel anything till next day.
Oh.
I'll tell you
It's
if
beneficial.
you know.
Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. I feel fine with that. That's fine. No, that's fine. I feel fine with something like that.
No, you don't have to do that.
See, like with the shovel, right? The object changes, but the idea is still the same, right? Isn't it? Right? No, okay. The object changes, well, the idea is the same, right? Look. Now, if I'm going up from the top, right, down, right, up, and this keeps moving. So if you're hitting E, right, with this, let's say, right, and I go ahead and catch it, and it's still moving, and I still catch it, and I hit with it, and I hit with it. And now that's when it stopped. That's when it stopped. Or if you redirected it, now that's good. It's still moving, it's now it's moving in the opposite direction to me. This way. This way. Yeah. It's hard to hit your own shoulder on the left. You can have this, or you can use the whole body in that same way. No, it's not just the arms, it's not just the face, it's not just the legs, it's the whole thing.
Right.
Right? So if you're hitting me, right, like this long hit, and I come over here, right, and you're still moving in that direction, right, you're going, woo. All of a sudden your structure starts shifting from this to this. Your leg starts coming up and you're starting to lose it, too much speed. Yep. Imagine you're still holding it with the thing stuck in your head. Bye. You go over to the next one. So this is why this fencing, because this is all we're doing, right? It's this, it's this, it's fencing. It's nothing more, nothing less in a way of looking at it from a lever perspective. It's levers, but when you look at it from a fencing perspective, it's actually the same thing. Where you have how was that? You have two defense, 2, 4, 6, right? Where you're making a circle out, 6 and 8, right? You're making these circles. They look like a kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So this would be 2. This is 4. This is 6, right? And this is 8 positions in fencing, right? So if you're hitting me, let's say, just straight like this, right? So, boom, what's that? 2. Okay. I go, boom, 4. Okay. I go, boom, 6. Okay. And I go, 8. There's just no sword. Yeah, there's no sword in there. Same thing, right? Right. There's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 4, 6, 8 from the inside. Use this. Yep. 4 with that arm from the inside. From the inside. Yep. So 2, 4, too far, way too far. 2, hold on, 2, like this. Because when you're moving it far, move far again. Move it far, move it far, move it far. Okay, yeah. Problem? Okay, here's go. 2, you have it. Right? You still have it. 4, you still have it. Right? 6, you still have it. 8, you still have it. Right? And I'm going into 6th gear in order to be able to keep on the quicker motion. Okay? So 4, and you move it far. Okay? 4, move it far. Oh, who has it? You have it. I have it. You just have to come back. I just have to come back with this, and then come back with it, and then circle around, come back together. But just take one step back and do it. Or take one step back and do it again. Or as you went this way, all the way out here, all I have to do is move on this side, right? Now you're moving back still, okay? So, close, close, close. Okay. So, oop, okay, now choose whichever one you want to use. Okay. Still the same thing, yeah. Not a move.
Not me, I gotta remember to move my feet.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that help?
Oh, yeah, so that means, that's a whole nother, I mean,
Let's,
you can't do anything next unless you do.
how do you move? How do you move? Okay. And let's do this as well. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's the line of attack, and here's the square. Okay. How do we move on the square? Right?
Right.
Move back. Square. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Relax. Relax. Imagine you're in a. Are you seeing this? Look, this way. Look. Okay.
Yeah, fence,
You seeing this?
yeah.
All you need is the one hand up here for balance. Right? Okay. Think, 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 think. Right? Right. You're going boom, 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 boom. That's how you're moving, right?
Right.
Now here's the line of attack, right?
Right.
I'm gonna attack. All you have to do is go right. Good. Too far. Just a second. Okay. Remember how your foot's right here? Okay? Your foot's right here. Okay? Mark where your feet are. Okay? You have to take a step and stand on your own foot. Okay? So as I'm attacking, you see? So as I'm attacking, go, good. Too far. Okay? Too far. Yeah, you're making me then have to reshift. Remember the same thing as this. Good.
Right.
Which one was that?
Used to,
Neither one.
with zero, we'll go with zero.
Okay. So if I'm going here, this foot here, okay? So watch what happens. If I'm going here, oh, where am I?
Go to first gear, move zero, you're in sixth gear, then you're out of position.
Back. Here's the line of attack again. I'm gonna kick. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm going, ooh. Oop. Okay. Now take a longer step. Try and do the same thing.
Yeah, that throws you way off.
Way out. Just take it a little bit further. You know, a little, not so far.
Okay.
Just take your foot instead of putting it here, put it right over here. Okay, and the other foot over there. All right. Like that.
Right.
You'll see how much we do. So if I'm hitting here, look, that's huge, and that's what 4 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm attacking, going, ugh,
Right. You know, they're right there. Look, 4 inches, no relevance.
okay, this is why I say practice with a toothbrushing or whatever you want. You put the two shoes in front of you, and just ting. And usually, I'll tell you what. Normally, if a person thinks that he's got the upper hand on you, he's going to try and get you as hard. This is another reason for keeping your arms down. You know, standing in your zero position. right? Because from here, he doesn't even realize what happened.
Right.
Well, how?
Just
How?
start over.
Did I hit him?
Right.
You know, because he's going, whoa.
He's looking at his memory banks for his next move.
Well, he should have hit you.
Right.
That's the thing. Initial people that don't know system. Right. This should have been a hit. Now you just stepped out and turned away. Now he's going to go, for instance, like this. Have you seen Shotokan?
Yeah.
Karate right now? Ninjutsu? You seen this?
Yeah. Just the moves.
Where does he go? No, I'm saying from your position,
right? From
the point of view of the attacker, where does the sensei or the teacher go? Because he just appears out of nowhere. Right? So, are you seeing this? Are you able to visualize this now?
Yeah.
Where does the sensei go? How is it he's always behind you?
But it's not your key, it's a key for your partner. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So this is why it's careful with that. If you're doing it, well, just be careful with this one.
Yeah.
I saw you making the mistake. You have to dive.
Okay. Oh, that's right. The movement.
Watch.
The movement.
Do it to me again. As you're hitting,
Right.
you see where I'm going with?
I didn't move. Let me do it again. I didn't move.
When you're now, watch what happens. Do the same thing, and I'm gonna try and dock you.
Yeah, to get in the head like I did. Right.
So you have to
Move into it.
like move into it. Move into it. That becomes uncontrollable to the other person. That speed, he's moving at maximum allowable speed for him. He's moving at what happens when you move this way? You increase his or decrease his control by increasing your speed, right? By a little bit. You're the guy moving forward in the bus.
Right.
You're moving faster than the bus.
Right. The focal point is it can reach the point where it can reach a speed yet. The speed's way behind you by the time it does. Otherwise, if I move into it like I did first time, I just get hit.
The other thing,
You're creating a separate level.
the other thing, move closer. Don't go all the way out here. Right out here, stop. Stop. Right out here, you're having to function within the highest possible velocity for this unit.
Right.
Even though, for the control aspect of the person trying to function with it, it's maximized, right, for him.
Right. They're still at it.
Right here, for you, it is almost, look at it.
Right.
I mean, look at the range of motion. Here, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Look at the range of motion. This is the fast stick all the way in, right? There's almost no speed here. Right. Almost none. It's look at it's not very fast.
Not at all.
Not at all. When I have something like that in there, so you're moving against. Look at my hands. Forget about the stick.
Right. Hands are not moving very much at all.
Right here. So if you're going ahead and work against it, you're working against it. Whoa. Try not to move. Try to commute it nice and smooth. Here. Look. When you relax, see, watch. See what happens when you do it. Okay, go.
Right.
See what happens?
Bounce.
So you got hit.
Show me how you stop and where you.
You're going. Watch what happens. Watch which way I come into it.
Okay.
Are you seeing the fact that I'm coming into it with a rotation?
Right.
That way you don't get that as you're rotating into it slowly, right? You're going this way, and now all of a sudden you're going. It's done. Okay?
Rotating. Much smoother. and I wasn't supposed to. My braking experience.
Yeah, it is, exactly. This is your transfer power. He's gone. You probably didn't even feel it. You're- Try not to hit it. I know it's hard. I'm trying. Again, as I'm coming in, see, I'm looking at your arms, and I'm trying to. See, I have a downward angle on my hand. See, it's coming in like this. Okay. Go back. As it's going, no, go back. As it's going right back in. Go back. It's going back in. So what happens when somebody, let's say, goes ahead and changes that, and you go like this, and you missed it, and then he's coming right back, which you normally does. Second one you catch it, maybe. Let's say second one you miss it, goes, and third one goes, whoa. You got this one, right? Yeah. What if you missed it? Go on. You are using your legs. You're using them in a. Good. So as you're going in, right, the velocity of this gives you a lot of power. Remember the centrifugal mass right here? By creating this pivot point right here, you can't hold it. Right? So at the same time, I could have went, and I hit you.
Let's do 6 points. Or levers. Yeah, 6 points.
Yeah, let's do 6 points. And then let's do 6 points. Really quickly, try and go through the 6 points. Okay. Then do grappling really quickly. Okay. And then try and work around that. Like you're trying to put me down, right?
And put it down.
And I'm resisting.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I'm resisting.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm resisting.
Oh, try
You're
to take
trying
mine.
to put me down, and I'm resisting.
Okay.
How
With
do you-
resistance.
How does that work? Right? We're gonna do that afterwards. So this way you kind of feel how the 6 points are. And then what happens if you're resisting me, right? What happens? Right? Resist me. See?
Right. Okay.
So you're supposed to, and I'm rusty at this myself.
Okay.
So as you're resisting me, I'm supposed to find which way. So if I go this way, and then this way, and then down,
Right.
that'll work, right?
Okay.
So if I'm going, let's say, down and you're resisting, go back this way, it's working.
Okay.
You see?
Got it. Reverse it.
Usually, the only real way to really work it as I know it is to go the opposite way when you know you're going to be going this way.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
It's a little bit of a longer move.
Well, it's a mind trick.
Yeah, because you feel it's going, "Ooh," you want to oppose it, and
Yes.
then all of a sudden
You're
you're opposing it in the direction. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
Does take more power.
Sure.
So this is for pure wrestling.
Right.
But if you noticed before, when we're mixing it up,
Right.
right, as we're fighting, right, when I'm going, right, if I'm going to hit this way, punch, kick, you missed it. Punch, kick, all these things together,
Right.
right, and then let's say I get you, boom, into a situation where you're hooked, like so, right?
Right.
Now from this point to here, it's a drop, and then going the opposite.
Okay.
See this? The cool is down that way.
You're flat on the ground. Right.
So let's try and work on the regular 6 points really
Okay.
quick.
All right.
and then afterwards we'll do the grappling
Okay.
like that, relaxed,
Resistance.
and then try resistance.
Got it. Okay.
So let's try and work through the grappling and through the regular 6-point filler.
Got it. Okay. So
Good.
we'll go first. So.
Well, you started one way, don't do that. Don't start over.
Okay.
Because look, from this point, what felt natural? This is what you felt you needed to do, right? Stop. Stop. How about here? That's no more natural.
No.
Right? Here's something else feels. Like here's something else feels good, right?
Right.
How about here? Something else feels.
Right.
How about right here? This is where I was.
Right.
Feels like maybe you should do that.
Right.
Right? How about if I move this much?
Different.
Something totally different already.
Right.
What if I'm lower?
It's completely different.
What if I'm higher?
Different. Everything's different.
So a little bit this way, that way. Whatever you grab first, if it didn't work, find out why.
Okay.
Okay, so just kind of stop the process and go wait a second. Okay?
Okay. Start. Got it.
That's why we don't repeat the same moves. There is no moves.
No, it's just whatever
You can't repeat it because you already shifted. You shifted an inch this way, it's already something else.
Right. Okay. So.
You want to go
Oh yeah, let's go back.
back and forth? Okay. Fine. Nice. Oof. Getting better at it.
I did. My hook.
First few times you were kind of clumsy at it.
Yeah, I'm figuring the hook out a little better.
Ooh. Boom. Lost it. Why?
Because I didn't push. I didn't move.
Ooh.
I didn't move.
Exactly. Remember, you're not pushing with your arm.
Legs. I didn't move my legs.
Uh-huh. So, in this sense, see how I'm moving my legs? Not necessarily, because you're looking the other way, but this is what I did. I went here,
Right.
and then moved this way.
Right.
See, so my arm stayed stationary.
Right.
Just a little bit of control guidance.
The shoulders were moving.
Uh-huh.
The body was moving.
Well, the whole body was moving.
Right. Okay.
There's these. Oh. Oh. Nice. And arm control. Now, you had arm under control. What can you do? Hold on. Stop. Arm under control. Put your foot right behind my shoulder.
Position.
Other foot. Other knee. Other knee.
Oh.
Nope. Right here. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh, I
keep
see
going,
what you're saying.
Oh.
Okay, that's how it's going. Got it.
You seeing it as a lever? Yep. Yep. Pivot point. Right here. Lever.
Okay.
Now what happens when I'm laying face down?
Well, you-
Seventh vertebrae opens up. Back of the head opens up. Kidneys, liver. Kick, punch. Stand on elbow.
all the ribs.
All the ribs. Again, knee to the head. You can stand with one knee on one elbow. Stand with the other knee on the seventh vertebrae.
Okay.
Like so. Okay?
All right.
So if I'm going this way, right? We can go this way. Just remember what Demo was saying? It's not exactly a,
Right,
it's not that.
right.
It's a, oof, oof, oof.
Okay.
Just pushing.
Pushing, directing.
Mhm. That's that false sense of security.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling like I'm being held. Right? So it's basically what you were doing, right?
Right.
You know, like you're being held. Oh yeah, I'm being held. That's okay.
Dip it back.
Right?
Right.
Okay. Feeling good about it?
Yes,
Yeah, 6 points. Okay, let's go ahead. Whew. Okay. I powered over that one. That's so bad. Try it again, Kenny. Sure. Yeah. So what do we have? Oh, I don't know why I did that. We have this. We have this. Let me too far through it. I almost got tired from that one.
I was waiting for you to let go. I said, I was waiting for you to let go. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, a little bit later. I'm falling. All right,
that false sense of security.
Whew. Oh, so we got this here, this here. You had trouble with these a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
I didn't know you were going to go that way.
Well, this is the way I went, right? Yeah, that's the way it works.
Still have trouble with that.
Which is basically what?
Same thing as that one.
Same thing as this.
Yeah, same thing.
Except
You got
this
two.
one,
You got two.
you have two, so this one is going down and this one is coming up.
Instead of using their shoulder. Yeah.
In the same way, could have basically went this way and used the head. Yeah. Or could have went this way again and used the shoulder.
The shoulder. Yeah.
Shoulder in the same way could have over here. In the same way could have maybe foot and then again. Or let's see, that was wrong. That was bad. Actually, so this way. No, this way. Yeah?
Yep.
That works. My turn. Let's try this one again. First you have to stop. First you have to set yourself straight and move me away from my center point. So you have to step to the side. Yeah, oh, now you set yourself straight. Now which way should I be falling?
This way.
Sure.
All right?
Did it feel right?
It did, yeah.
I rolled right over your leg. This was a strength lever, while previously to that, it was a speed lever of enormous size.
Yeah, I went straight
You were
down.
in the sixth, all the way in that sixth gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went straight down on the last one, and then tried to muscle you over instead of just letting you fall down. All I needed to do was move again. Today's lesson for me, being huge, Jim, move your ass.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a
It
little.
sounded like this grand big Jim, move your ass.
A great
Just a
big-
little bit.
Hurry up and wait, right?
Yep. How do we feel about that grappling? Enough or
Yeah.
a little bit more?
No, we got to just move on.
Okay. Let's try and do that then. What
Okay.
we were talking about. Okay. You want me to go first?
Resistance?
Yeah. Resistance, or you want yourself to go first?
No, go ahead. You go first.
Okay. You remember? First, you're resisting, right?
Right, okay.
I'm trying to move you.
Got it.
You don't want to be dropped down.
Okay.
Alright, so this way. Okay. This isn't working down. This way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Vice versa. Ready?
It's not as hard. It's not as easy as you think.
No. So when I'm going here,
Tell me what I was
what
doing.
do you think am I doing? Once I'm going here.
What do you think?
Because I know you're not gonna.
I'm pushing
You're
it.
not letting me, right?
Oh, that's
Don't
right.
let me,
I forgot.
Don't let me.
Right,
You're not letting me, right?
right.
So I have to go ahead and do what?
Push my shoulder.
I have to go backwards, right? Right?
Okay, I forgot about that. Right,
You ended up going. Well, you're not letting me. Don't let me.
right.
Right. Not working. Why? Okay, so
I'm
what
real
can be
focused.
done? Here, I can go. For instance, here,
Right.
take your attention off of that. Go.
Okay. Okay.
That make sense?
Yes.
Where if you're focused right here, I have to go here.
Right.
If you're focused here, maybe I go here.
Right.
So if I'm going here, right,
Right.
and you're focusing on this, well, then maybe you're not focusing over here.
Okay. Okay.
You were focusing over, you weren't focusing over
I
that.
didn't switch.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't change movements.
Because you were,
Uh-huh.
and it's still relatively easy, but it does take more power.
Yes.
But when you're using hits, boom, 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 it's a lot easier when it's in the mix.
Right.
Because then you don't have time. You just went and focused on that, but didn't focus on this. Maybe didn't focus on this coming back. Right? So this is going boom, right? And your head is tilting back already anyway. So maybe, look at that. Okay, your turn. You okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I could do something other than you showed me, but I had to resort to what you showed me.
It's fine.
It works.
It's fine. It's good.
Me again?
I did do like what, 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. That's the only way you learn it. You can't learn it any other way.
Right.
I can write and talk about it all I want.
Gotta see it and do it.
You try it, you feel it, it's all
Uh-huh.
right there. Yeah? Good. It works both ways. That feel better?
Yeah, that was smooth.
Smoother, even though I was resisting.
Yeah, still
It
smooth.
made it into a stick.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you want to take a breather for a second?
No, no.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I'll keep up your listen. And speed it up, aren't you? Come on, Jim. It didn't work. What worked? What works? Because you want to go almost polar opposite from where you were.
Okay.
Quicker. So you're getting your color back. You're red like a big tomato.
You're spending your energy.
Either he's got to work the same way you do, or so this is basically a concept like this. Jim. Okay, I'm like this, right?
Right.
You're fighting me, right? Boom, boom, right?
Right.
No, you're gonna fight me just like me.
Oh,
I'm a boxer,
right.
right? I'm a professional boxer. Right? Who wins?
The boxer that had the
Boxer,
most punches.
why? The professional boxer wins because you went into
Defense.
his realm.
His realm. You tried to conform to him.
You went into his realm. Right? What happens when you go, okay, karate time now? Right?
Right.
What happens?
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay? What happens taekwondo? You go, right?
Same thing.
Same thing. You go into his realm, what happens? Right? Now you go into our realm. He's got to come into our realm.
Right.
What happens now? Taekwondo.
Out of whack, out of wide, I have no clue what happened.
Done. What happened?
Right.
Right? Karate guy. Same thing. Yeah. Just to imitate, right?
Right.
Boxing guy, same way.
Right.
That's not his realm.
No.
This right here is definitely not a boxer grill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So as soon as we put them in our realm, now bear in mind, one punch
Right.
is the same as multiple ones, right?
Right.
In which way? Don't try and go like this, like this, like this, right? If you're getting multiple punches, just move away, move away.
Right.
Watch. You're moving away.
Right.
Do the multiple punches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh. Now I'm stuck.
Just need one.
Now I'm stuck. I need one.
Okay.
Right? So now I got you. You're going this way. Okay? So realm of the boxer. See?
Got it.
So realm of the boxer, he's going, whoa. Right? He's going jab, jab. Like this a jab. Oh, no. Well, sure. Like this, no. Right?
Right.
Because as soon as your arm goes whoop, some
Right.
trying to get it back, whoop, all of a sudden, everything is wrong. It's not like everything was pre-programmed.
Right. They don't have muscle memory for that.
No.
Or any
What,
knowledge.
what happens when boxers are boxing? Right? You know,
Pre-programmed.
what, hit,
Right.
right? You have, you know, boom. You have your left hooks, right hooks, right? It's all pre-programmed.
Right.
What happens when that left hook, stop. Let What happens when, no, let it keep going. What happens, let it stick,
Oh.
stick. It's a stick,
Okay.
okay? Now so you remember, you go, stick, good, you let it keep going.
What
Let
do you
it
mean?
keep going. It's a stick.
Oh, okay.
It's
I see
a,
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
it's a stick.
I see what you're saying. I
It's
see
a
what you're
stick
saying.
going
Let it
this
keep
way,
going.
do it. No. Like this. Like this. You're leading it. Well, like that. It's a stick. Well,
Okay.
it's a stick.
Got it. Okay.
It's a stick. What? It's a jab. What? It's a jab. What? Okay?
Same.
Now remember, your movement backwards,
Right.
is quicker. Problem, right? Go ahead, you're punching me. Okay? Move forward, move back. You just got hit. Move forward, move back. You got hit again.
Okay.
See what I mean? So let's do it again, same way. You're hitting, right? You're going back, boom. This one's going back, boom. This one here, boom, boom. See how it's,
Right.
so you're not doing it like they're doing it, right?
Right.
In which way? He gives a punch,
It takes a punch.
he either takes the punch
Yeah.
or he blocks it and moves back.
Right.
Now they're at working distance again.
Right.
Okay?
It's starting over.
The next guy goes trying to take it and block it, for
Right.
instance. Go block it, no, like boxers,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he blocks it. Okay,
Steps back.
steps back. So, ooh,
Step
ooh,
back.
yeah,
Step back.
ooh, 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 like this, right?
Right. Right.
This is what we're doing. We're going two.
So we're starting it with 0 again. Yeah.
In this case, what happens when I go here, catch it, and I'm bringing it back? Whoa!
Right.
What happened there? Right? And the next one, I'm going, oh, and then instead of bringing it back to me this way, because this had a lot of power on me, you feel it. Oh,
Right. It's fall down. Right.
right?
Right.
But because it's happening in such close proximity, normally if people aren't used to it, they don't even notice that they didn't hit. Right? So if I'm hitting you, I should have hit you.
Right.
But you close like this. Right? Close. Oh, like that.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Right. Feels like they should have hit. And they don't know what happened.
And they don't understand what happens with it. Right. What the? They're expecting people to do this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
They're expecting people to
Or put their hands up.
yeah. Like this. Right.
Right.
This is what they're expecting. And it's starting all over again. Right? See? See? So this is, you let them into your realm, not the other way around. When you have your full confidence, they go into your realm, not the other way around.
Right. Choice.
Try them. fresh mind. You're not tired. Breathing. You're moving. You're going. See?
Okay.
There's a value to what Dima does that you're just absolutely tired. Right? I would actually say, if I was a trainer for somebody right before a fight, I would just fucking work him for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
He would be standing there dead, no muscles at all. He would come out on that ring looking like this.
You didn't feel any hits though.
No, he'd be like, the guy's knocked out. Oh. I'm tired. Where's the next guy? Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Good job.
Reversing works.
It does. See, somewhere I clinch,
Uh-huh.
and then it becomes a
The
level.
opposite. Whenever there, you the opposite.
Try and breathe throughout the whole thing. As soon as you go,
Right. Yeah. Yes, that's right.
well, this. See?
Mhm.
Okay. Getting hit. I'm getting hit.
Oh.
Okay. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
I breathe.
Breathe.
Breathe. Move.
Every movement. You go step, you step over. You step this way. You hit. Later, I know it sounds goofy right now. You're not used to even the sound of it kind of makes you go like this is weird, right? But just the breathing like this. Just
No, no, make sure.
the sound makes you go like this.
No.
This way. But when you're
No.
fighting later on, when you get used to it, see, I don't have to make much sound. But initially, for you to get into this, as you're feeling your chest starting to convulse or condense or go down, right? You go, every time there's an impact, every time there's a stepping over, like that.
Okay.
So you don't run out of air. But if you relax, right, at this point it's like right?
Right.
And I'm getting hit back.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. You know, again, there's another hit back, right? Right? So, see how it's flowing?
Yeah.
So it's starting to flow.
Yeah. It's all
You
breathing.
see where you're getting hit, but you've also hit a few times, right?
Right.
But if you're both relaxed, it's like boom.
Right.
See?
Yeah. You always
And
breath.
then we also have to incorporate this. Again, we're fighting, right?
Right.
Boom, boom, hit me. See?
Yeah.
Missed, I can take it, right?
Right.
You hit me, you bring it back.
It's passing it around.
Once you learn that every time I hit you hard and you pass it back to me,
Right.
and then it doesn't hurt you,
Right.
is that better?
Much.
Than me going boom, and then you're getting
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
So every time, if we're fighting in this scenario, right? See? Yep. Like it. Exactly. Now imagine fighting somebody not in system, where he's going ahead and he's hitting you, right? Where you can don't try and hit him at the same time. So let that go. Just remember, relax. Yep. Just try and pass it on as much as you felt that more energy there. It turned into a slap. right? But that could have easily, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or anyway.
So if it's from here, boom, boom, right? So as I'm bending down, okay?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you get hit or you hit them, right? At some point, you're gonna go to.
I get it.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it moving. Otherwise, you're gonna have to
That
pull your
energy.
energy out and use yours, and then you get tired.
And then also trickery works nice too. So let's say if I'm right here and I'm coming in this way,
Right.
you're moving away from there, right?
Right.
And I'm going down, what happens here?
And,
Elbow comes right back
or
up.
you could be coming in with your knee when you're faking the.
Or I could be coming in with my knee first. Or at that same time, if I'm going like this,
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking you were gonna do the first time.
but you can also, as you're coming in this way, for a hit downward,
Right.
for a hit upward again.
Okay.
Just so, I mean, like this, right? Can this be a hit?
Can't.
Right?
Right.
So as I'm coming in here, can this be a hit?
Yes.
Yes. Can this coming back be a hit?
Yes.
Right? Can this coming down be a hit? And then coming back up and then hitting here and then hitting here and then hitting here. Every which way. And then the whole idea, again, is not necessarily to get embroidered in this kind of a ping.
Right.
Right? The whole idea is to basically, as you're not looking for a fight, you don't want to fight.
Right.
If somebody goes ahead and punches you, like for instance, we're trying to hit you with a stick or a knife, right? Well, in this case, if you have something or don't have something, your whole idea is to, like, you're attacking me in some way, good. Like you're attacking me in some way, boom, knife.
Right.
You could go to the next one. You're dead. I mean, the jugular is gone.
Yeah.
Might as well die.
You really didn't want the fight.
I didn't want the
It
fight.
was their knife.
Right?
Right.
So same way, a guy's coming in with a knife at you, you don't want to fight, right?
Right.
You just go ahead like what we've done before.
Uh-huh.
With a knife if you want. Well, it's 9 o'clock already. Let's finish up and call it a night, I think. What time do you think? Let's do this with the example with the knife, right? Say a guy's coming at you with a knife.
Right.
You keep going. Yeah. Imagine, I mean, really, how much of a demoralizing factor if there's multiple opponents and you go,
Right.
this going in right here at the solar plexus, he's done. I mean, it's not a gut cut, it's a solar plexus, right? He's dead. Lungs are punctured. Lungs are punctured, the bag is punctured. Right in here, there's like a bag that separates your lungs.
Yep. All these following inside your guts.
No, all the organs are actually separated from your gut by
Right.
the thin membrane. You know, you've opened up here before.
Well, no, I've seen it, but I mean, all the guts get into your
The guts do
Heart
not get
area.
into that area.
right now. They
They,
can't.
now they can't.
Right now it's toxin. And
Now you're going,
Right.
you're out, right? So if there's multiple opponents and one guy is coming in, you know, even from a side and you're not ready for it, you know, boom, this one's gone, right? Let's say it didn't work for this way, right? Ooh, right, he's gone, right? For this way. And you just leave it in and keep going. How other guys, how are they gonna look at it? They're gonna run. They're gonna go like, what the fuck? What if it was just, you know, it's street thugs, right? You know, somebody, yeah, you know, right?
Or this would be.
Maybe like this.
Stick it
Stand
in
that
the
way. No! Okay. Whoop. Now what? Somebody's got a gun? Okay. Right? Maybe this way. Maybe somehow you need to go from this guy, roll over to the other guy. Right? Non-ending moves. Boom, 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 boom. But you're not getting tired.
Makes sense.
this is very demoralizing. Somebody coming at you like this, right? Quick. Oof. A little bit clumsy. A little bit clumsy. Oh, nice. Yeah, just a little bit clumsy. Oh, nice. With him. Oh, nice. Here's something else too. Nice and relaxed.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you end up, let's say, in a position like this, and you don't have enough power. Yeah. If it's like this, shoulder, arm, yeah. Down here, knee, yeah. Hips, hip, chest. Chest doesn't do much because you're actually doing. Yeah, you can't hit that well with the chest. But if it's, for instance, if you have it here, right, and I go ahead and pull it out this way, you can see we're right here. Right, I'm not even holding it good enough to make a good impact. Right, like this. So I have to. Like. This is where it gets good. Right? With the knife. I like it. So from the top, you might as well. You should have just kept going. Yeah, this is, you get cut up and taken away there. Right, it would have gone out anyway. Right, so work against. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Nice. I thought it flew away. Actually, no, I did. I thought it. Where did it go? And there it comes. So good job. Right. Oh. Oh. Nice. Done. Oh. No, you get cut up in the knife. Cut up there. From where you were. No, you get cut up in the knife. Stop. Flip around. Look at my position. You can move again. Let it push it. Remember what we're doing? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Relax. No, relax. You're now relaxed. Relax, 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 relax. Off. Go. Relax. Go. Relax. You're letting let it go. Off. Go. Done. Okay. So I'm hitting you. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Come. Ooh. How about from the top? So as I'm hitting it, you can do that. Good.
What would you expect? A different way?
Yeah. If it was me, I would. Look at I have this where I can go here. I can go right back here. I can go right forward over here. The knife is gone, right? If you still have the knife, good. Same way. So if I'm going here and it's going this way, it's that. It's coming around. You feeling this knife? I get it. You just don't want to fall down the knife. So it's just getting back for falling down. You can try these ones. Remember?
Yeah. Got the stick.
And here's where I'm working levers, right? How does this look? Again, how did this even go? I already forgot. See, so let's say like this, right? I have a, this is
Lever
gone.
there.
I have a lever there. Here's another lever that shows up, for instance. Here is another lever up here, and then we're done, right? Just looking for those levers. That's what I did initially. I was just like, how did I do that? So if I'm going hitting, looking for those levers. How about back the other way? Back down. Hold up. My hand's right here, right? All right. Go ahead and feel my hand. As hard as you can. That way. Let's see. It went by that. Right here. Under it. There. That's it. Call it done. Have you go to soup? Sounds perfect. Soup sounds perfect. Okay.